I don't know. Lana, what do you think? You Super Bowl fan?
Okay. Yeah. Yes, I'm in the fantasy football league. Yes, I am. I love the Chiefs. I like Mahomes.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, everybody likes Taylor's boyfriend. That's how it is.
Obviously.
But I feel like a lot of folks are going for the Eagles, which is going to be really, really interesting. I myself am not a Philly fan. Don't at me. But I would like to see them win because the Chiefs have already won. Come on. They've already done it.
She says true thing. Fair points, I think you make there.
I mean, listen, I'm fair. I have to be. I do the weather, folks. It's not win or lose. It's just how you play the game. And today we were playing it with some wet weather as we take a view. This was a great shot from Scott Taylor sharing this of the Salt Lake Valley. That's gorgeous. And, you know, yesterday we saw that blowing dust. Our southwesterly winds were whipping through the night, and then the cold front came through and relaxed the winds. They became a little more westerly. We did get some wet weather. Our mountains got some light snow. We need snow. As we look at snowpack throughout the state, eastern Utah, southern Utah, really, really tough positions here. Healthier for the north. We're coming off of 2 above average years, that record year, and then last year was above normal. And this year, not quite there, 77% of average for the entire state. So we want to add to this. And our next storm is going to do that. The one that came through today just mixed things up, but it did put down some rain, and that's currently happening right now in Heber. Live view from the Heber airport. This is gorgeous. Looking south, we did have some rain impact the tarmac. You can see those storm clouds as the sun begins to set. That is a very, very pretty shot. As we look at the forewarn radar, you're able to see where those echoes of moisture are holding on between Provo and Payson, starting to clear I-15 a little bit. Wasatch back, seeing some mixed precipitation, and then the mountains picking up just some light snow. We caught it on the cameras at Alta. The cold front switched the wind direction because we've been underneath that strong southwesterly flow, but as the front was moving through, more westerly, and our moisture moved from west to east, now starting to dwindle tonight. I showed you where it's holding on, but drier conditions are setting up as a brief period of high pressure will move in for our Thursday. The ridging doesn't last, though, so don't get too comfortable. You can tell where cooler air has moved in with those 40s, 52 in Salt Lake. That's still above average, but it's been a record week. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, breaking records at Salt Lake International. Today, not likely to break the record for the daytime high at 65, but we're sitting at 52. Usually this time of year, low 40s, so we're still warm in comparison to where we should be. 50s and 60s on the eastern side of the state, 68 in St. George. As we look at the next several hours, our 40s will turn to 30s. Our partly cloudy skies will become mostly clear as that moisture kind of moves out of here and the temperatures dip. We've also broken records for warm overnight lows, but tonight we'll get back down to closer to where we should be. Winds were still gusting, those southwesterly winds after midnight packed a punch. Look at Cedar City. Look at Delta. We know those winds have calmed down. We've seen our wind advisories thus expire, but we still have breezy conditions out there. So raging for our Thursday. This is precipitation potential for Friday, and you're going to notice it's not just the Beehive State, it's throughout the west. Atmospheric river remnants associated with that next storm that's digging in from the Pacific Northwest. Wintry mix expected. So mixed precipitation starting as rain, but then cold air comes through with an organized cold front, and that's going to bring snow. I'm going to show you what I mean. Wet weather potential for the West Desert and down the I-15 corridor. Futurecast walks you through the timing. Always want you to be forewarned, and we do that by showing you that front lifting out of here with the clock on the corner of your screen. There's that moisture. You're going to see this warm front push through for tomorrow. So some light isolated showers late in the day with increasing clouds can't be ruled out with the warm front, but the cold front is really where we're going to see this boom come on through. Look at that moisture. This is by noon on Friday. Cache Valley taps into it. So it starts as rain, but behind the front, we get colder air. It's a colder system. We watch as that moisture slides south by the afternoon hours. We're looking at that wet weather again. Could start as rain. We could see mixed precipitation. If it's cold enough, it could turn to straight snow. We watch that slide further south into the evening hours, which means portion of I-15 could see wet weather for the Friday evening commute. How much is coming? Good question. Got answers. That's what I think. Trace to an inch for our valleys. Mountain valleys at 3 to 6. Benches could go 1 to 3. I think the cottonwoods anywhere from 8 to 16 inches, depending on what happens, because a west-northwesterly flow is behind the cold front that favors some of the cottonwoods. Our northern mountains 6 to 12, and that number goes down the further south you go, but I'm still going to put the chance of a little bit of snow in southern Utah mountains because I look at those snowpack numbers and they're brutal. 50s for tomorrow, mild, warm front, 68 in St. George, isolated shower on Friday, could linger into early Saturday morning in the south. That will be the case for northern Utah as well. Here's the Wasatch Front. Now, we hit 69 yesterday, and now we've got a few days in the 50s. That's fun. Southwest flow picks up on Friday ahead of the front, but how about the 30s for the weekend?
Oh, boy.
I just feel like it's rude. It's just
Right.
really rude.
That's such a good way to put it.
Unnecessary.
I just was like getting ready to put my jackets away. Just kidding.